Hello. Hello, hello. Is everybody here? I don't know. I don't have my chat up. What's going on? Interesting. My chat isn't showing up. Well, I guess I can look at it over here, which is really small. Whatever. Wow, I wonder why my chat didn't show up. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to get started anyway. Hello, everybody. Hello, Sean. Hello, Leanne. This is for the week ahead. The week ahead. The 20th through to the 26th. I am going to also let you all know a little reminder. Don't forget to set it on your calendar. Make a note on August 8th, Lionsgate. We're going live, normal time, but it's going to be different. It's going to be good different. So, all right, let's start with Aries. No clarifications today. No clarifications. I'll get into what Lionsgate is when we go live on August 8th. It'll also, or you can look it up. But anyways, Aries, week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. It's like the biggest day of every year. No big deal, Sean. I'm really annoyed that my chat isn't up. I have to look way over here. Hi, Vicky. Aries, week ahead. No clarifications. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Well, that's interesting. Aries. Like, why are you so grumpy? I have to keep looking over here for my chat because it's not showing up for some reason. And I'll mess with it at another time. But so if I keep looking over here, it's to read the chat, even though I shouldn't unless I'm in between signs. Okay, we have number 26, hostilities. Like, why? And we'll find out why, most likely, maybe. But it's pertaining to number 27, unexpected income. So it's like, why are you grumpy? Is something not going your way? I don't know. We have the devil, Capricorn energy, shadow energy, the 9 of Wands, chironic wounding, and the 6 of Wands. So here's the dealio. I feel like you're feeling a little hostile pertaining to most likely finances or maybe life in general. With the devil and the 9 of Wands, it feels as though you are reliving a program, a cycle, and it's something that, like maybe you come into money and then it kind of dwindles away, or maybe a bill came in and you're like all huffy and puffy. The 6 of Wands talks about recognition, and so it could be that you're going to finally realize that, that you're creating this, that you need to shift your attitude. I heard attitude adjustment, but the 6 of Wands could also talk about receiving some kind of recognition for a job well done. Maybe you get a bonus. Maybe, something comes in. Clearly unexpected income. I'm just like, why are you hostile over it? I don't know. That's interesting. In the underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface, we've got number 53, Magician and the Mirror. And it's pertaining to number 5, Mature Man. You are probably not the mature man, but you could be. I also feel like this is manifesting. I feel like you, on some level, beneath the surface, your subconscious is pulling something in. Just make sure that what you're pulling in is in alignment, spiritual integrity. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, which talks about following your intuition, but I also feel like your intuition is leading and guiding you towards the Eight of Pentacles, putting forth the work, energy, and effort for the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is that unexpected income. It is some kind of a loan, a windfall, something coming in for you, possibly from a mature man. I almost wonder if there is something that comes up seemingly out of nowhere, whether it's a bill or something, and your knee-jerk reaction is to get angry. Your knee-jerk reaction is to be annoyed or perturbed. It could even be that you need a loan, and this person, you know, isn't necessarily, maybe you've helped them out in the past and you're like angry that they're not stepping up. It looks like you're getting it. You're getting whatever it is, but you need to change your stinking thinking, your nasty attitude. Number 42, it's the wrong time. I don't know. Big favor. I'm looking for significant assistance and a large effort on your part. So here's the deal. Either you're needing, because you need to put in for some kind of work, energy, and effort. And as far as that's concerned, you take whatever you're intuitively guided to do as far as externally in the 3D, but on the energetic level, you need to get into gratitude, appreciation, you know, see what it is that you're desiring as if you already have it. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I'm going to shuffle and we'll move on to Taurus, and I will read the tiny fine print chat. You're not an Aries though, are you, Leanne? Or do you have Aries in your chart? That could be a change your attitude. and it'll come in. It's coming in, whatever it is, but your attitude needs to be shifted. Even if you're not an Aries, it could have been your message. You never know. I'm super annoyed that my chat didn't show up. It always shows up. Maybe I'm the grumpy one. Uh-oh, whose message was held for review? It's probably Sean's. Sean. Anyways, I got Sean and Leanne, I got your stuff out today. Although I messaged you, so you already know it. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Okay. On to Taurus. Taurus, the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. Oh, Lionsgate portal opens on the 26th, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it's the 26th. Maybe it's the 24th. Might be the 24th. I have it written down somewhere. 26th. So I guess I should have told everybody that. Maybe we'll chat about it for a hot minute at the end. The portal opens on the 26th, but it's super potent on the 8th. From the 26th to the 12th, I should say. But okay. Taurus, week ahead. Week ahead, no clarifications. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. And also, I was going to say something. I forgot. Ooh, Taurus. Ooh, good. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't read the face. My facial expressions don't hide a whole lot. Okay. Taurus. Overall energy is number 46, the thinking man, and it's pertaining to number 13, the wealthy man. So air energy with the thinking man, make sure we're not overthinking or overanalyzing, but this is either you pondering, contemplating you becoming a wealthy man, and or you're thinking of a wealthy man. I will say that we have a tower, which is a major change. The tower, Scorpio, Aries, is literally life-changing, whatever it is. But whatever it is, we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So we're not passionate about it. We're not taking action. We're not moving forward in like a fire energy kind of way, which in essence, I guess, is Taurus all around, because we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Slowest moving knight in the deck. Very loyal, very faithful. So we have this major shift and change taking place, possibly unexpected. It could also be that you're needing to make a major life decision, but we're not super passionate about it. It's like, this isn't flying by the seat of your pants kind of energy. It is very well planned and thought out. So it almost feels kind of good that we have this desire, these thoughts pertaining to wealthy man. And again, whether you're moving towards a wealthy man or you're desiring to become the wealthy man, it's like you finally pulled the trigger. But we're not rushing in haphazardly. It almost feels like we're doing things by the book and like is pacing ourselves. Not to say anything bad about the Page of Wands. It's just that the Page of Wands doesn't necessarily think things through. It's like they go with their passion, right? I'm passionate about it. I'm just going for it. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles, it's very slow, and I've kind of got everything mapped out. I'd prefer to be the Page of Wands personally, but the Knight of Pentacles works just as well. In your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 42, woman holding a coin. I feel like this is your energy, male, female, not gender specific. This is earth energy. This is grounded, stable. It is somebody who likes the finer things in life, financial. I feel like you've got your abundance on your mind and you're owning your power. It is also pertaining to number 20, house. Now, on a 3D level, y'all could be literally moving. You could be building a home. You could be buying a home. But on a spiritual level, the house is the mind. And so I feel like all aspects of your mind are really focused on grounded stability and frankly, wealth. You've got wealth on the mind, money on the mind, growth, expansion, but in the 3D, not necessarily spiritually. We do have the Devil card. Capricorn energy, which is shadow energy. And I would almost think it was icky because manifestation comes after that, meaning that we're manifesting from shadow. However, Gemini, Virgo on the Magician, I feel like you're manifesting the end of that cycle with the World card, Capricorn, Aquarius. So it feels like you are done with whatever, I heard karmic tie, but whatever you were creating from this energy. So example would be like, okay, I maybe always rush in passionately and don't stay grounded and stable and focused on what it is that I desire with mind, body, and soul. Possibly I'm codependent in the past and I went after people that had money as opposed to making my own money. building my own castle. I feel like that's the cycle that's coming to an end. Now it feels like you've made this major life shift and you are making the decision to move forward and create your own empire, really. Number 60, it's in the past. Well, I feel like that shadow energy is definitely in the past, at least for this portion. Apathetic. I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. I love this for you, Taurus. This is beautiful. I like this. This is taking the bull by the horns. Get it? Because you're the bull. Ha ha ha. I like it. All right, I'm going to shuffle and we'll move on to Gemini. If the wealthy man is out, I think about him. I like rare form. It's good to step outside your bubble. What do you mean karmic ties? Or Karmak ties? That says Karmak ties. What? Karmak ties. I must have missed it. See, because I don't have my thing in front of me. I have to go to my tiny little iPhone. Oh, whoops. I'm not trying to report nothing. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. I also sprayed your stuff with Florida water. It's another cleansing, if you don't know what it is. Sean and Leanne. It's another spiritual tool. It's not like ocean water. Anyway, all right, Gemini. I'll show you mine in a second, maybe at the end. Gemini. Week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th, no clarifications. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, all right. One more. Interesting. Lots of major arcanas. And a cat meowing on the opposite side of my door. He's not coming in. Okay. Gemini, overall energy. We have number 17, action, pertaining to number 7, message. Feeling the need to take action. Maybe you're receiving some kind of message, intuitive download, and or you're wanting to message something or somebody. I say something, I don't know why. Somebody. Send a message, if you will. We have the Lovers. Soulmate connection, Gemini energy. Soulmates don't have to be romantic. It can be. Take it how it resonates. The Wheel of Karma, fortune. Pisces, Sagittarius energy. This is something getting a major bolt of progress seemingly out of nowhere, possibly after a time of stagnancy. Could also be a windfall of sorts. And then we have the Hierophant, higher level of commitment. Taurus energy, but it also talks about, well, it can be a higher level commitment pertaining to this soulmate connection, but it also talks about being committed to your spiritual practice, higher level of commitment to your spiritual practice, possibly reaching out to some kind of a guru of sorts. Now, because we're not clarifying, so, sorry. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 7, community. Are you seeing 777 a lot? Because my goodness, you got the 7s. All right. Community is, to me, it's akin to like the 3 of Cups energy, where it's celebration, feeling surrounded by, underlying, most likely it's spirit guides and things of that nature. But it could be a group of friends. But with community, it's pertaining to number 2, main female. You could be the main female, and or it's depicting somebody in a group in your community. Some main female in your community. So community, again, group of friends, could be literally the community that you live in. Take it how it resonates. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You're gaining a new perspective pertaining to this main female. Even if it's you, you're gaining a new perspective about yourself. The 9 of Cups, emotional sovereignty. It also does talk about wish fulfillment and the single card, being single, but it's more than anything emotional sovereignty, which in itself is wish fulfillment, meaning that, you know, it doesn't phase you one way or the other. We have the Strength card, taking your power back from a situation, strength, perseverance, Leo energy, and the Emperor. The Emperor, Aries energy specifically, is twofold. I feel like this is talking possibly about somebody, but it also talks to me about you finally taking a leadership role in your own life. This is an energy of somebody who likes to be in control, in charge. They could be the boss, your boss, father figure kind of energy. It's a male, most likely, an energy of somebody who embodies pieces of all 4 kings. So we're talking about, it's normally somebody who's in a leadership role or who is a hierarchy, if you will. So with a main female in a community, you're gaining a new perspective. You, again, could be the main female. Take it how it resonates. Emotional sovereignty, which in essence is bringing in a wish fulfillment, taking your power and strength back, taking a leadership role in your own life, but taking it back from an Emperor energy, somebody who you could have felt was kind of taking your power, in control, in charge of you, the things that you do. Good grief, my cat is going crazy. So definitely you could either be receiving a letter or you're sending one out, somebody or some feeling the need to take action pertaining to a soulmate connection where something's finally going to move in a direction pertaining to a higher level of commitment. But I also feel like it's your spiritual commitment. Number 39, it's in the future. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing. Honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. Imposter. I'm not who you think I am. Okay. I'm going to shuffle and move on to Cancer after I read the chat. Triple six is not actually a bad number. Just because people prescribe it to the devil, it's not. It's actually not at all. A lot of symbolism that they use for the devil is actually not originated from that at all. It was almost like they hijacked it or took it to make it maybe seem bad, or maybe they thought it was cool. I don't know. But it isn't related to that. It's no different than, I don't know why Prince turning himself into a symbol popped into my head, but it's no different than a name. Like, you know, there's Ambers out there who are freaking amazing, and then there's possibly Ambers out there who people think are not so amazing, but it's just a name. It's not one shoe fits all. And the origins, I think, are far more important. So, like, if you looked up the name, there's an origin to it, regardless of how the person who possesses the name reacts or responds, or maybe that was not the best way to put that. That's funny. I literally came across somebody with my same name. I don't know if the middle name was the same, but I know the last name was the same. And my father was adopted, so it's a totally weird kind of name. And just not... Like, I've known my whole life I was the only one with that last name, with my first name. And sure as shit, somebody in the state of Washington has the same name. Now, she got the name by marriage. But I was like, somebody has my same exact name. And again, I don't know the middle name, but yeah, it was like kind of weird. I don't use my last name. I just go by Amber Lee. Lee's my middle name. But anyway, enough about me. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, the 20th through to the 26th, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Also, you can cross-watch for somebody that you are dealing with if you so feel the need. By the way, happy birthday to Cancer up until the 23rd, where it will be happy birthday to Leah. Cancer, week ahead. Oh my goodness. Come on, Cancer, what do we got? I gave it a little help. Cancer. Cancer, if you are interested in a personal reading, for some reason it's popping in, so maybe somebody wants to hear this, you can email me and or Facebook message me. Cancer. Wow. Overall energy for this upcoming week, not too shabby, especially because we're not clarifying. That's when we kind of get into the weeds. Number 11, cornucopia. And you're going to like this. Pertaining to number 11, sudden wealth, 1111, you are in alignment. You've got some goodness coming your way. Abundance, cornucopia. Like that's, you know, all that in a bag of chips, right? Sudden wealth. We have judgment. Scorpio energy. This is about surrendering and moving in a new direction. A lot of times when people come to me about manifestation, I am also a manifestation coach, they are stuck or there's a block. And this is the card that always pops into my head. Surrender and move in a new direction. So by surrendering, it means whatever you feel stuck or is up in your head and blocks, you literally let it go, meaning surrender, not like I don't want it anymore. It's surrendering whatever happens, let it go. It's no longer in the forefront of your mind. And you move in a new direction, meaning you start focusing on something else, right? We have the 6 of Cups. There could be somebody that's coming back around from the past life soulmate coming back to visit you. Possibly a King of Pentacles, specifically Virgo, but it is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, this person could be coming back to bring you some finances. Something, the King of Pentacles, somebody who likes to give gifts, financial, normally expensive. They like the finer things in life. Could be a loan of sorts. But this person definitely feels like they're coming back around from your past. So even if it's a boss, like you get a new job, this could be a past life soulmate, somebody from your past life. And or it could be like, oh gosh, my cousin came into town, I haven't seen him in 20 years, and they left me some money or brought me a big gift, and whatever the case is, take it how it resonates. I feel like this is tied to an earth sign, somebody that, again, is grounded, stable. They like the finer things in life. They are financially well off. In your underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 28, victory, pertaining to number 35, pathway. This is a new transformative pathway that's opening up for you. And frankly, it feels like it's a spiritual one. So spiritual is not an external path that you take. It's an internal with Virgo. You've got Virgo twice now. So very strongly could be dealing with a Virgo. This is somebody who goes within and figure out what they're truly passionate about, what drives them, what their north node is, their true destiny, their what they have faith in the future, things of that nature. Really also getting to know thyself, not just, Joe Blow and I grew up here and this is my family. No, like who and what are you truly? How powerful are you spiritually? And really also tuning into your higher self and your intuition and the gifts. We call them gifts, even though they're really not. They feel like gifts because we haven't necessarily, some of us, yes, but a lot of us hadn't been using them our entire life, even though they've been there, ready and waiting. So it's just a extension of who you are. Either way, this is a transformative path. And I feel like that's where you're getting your victory, your cornucopia, your sudden wealth is literally by this shift, this internal spiritual guidance. Now I'm feeling the need to explain. If you were looking for a spiritual life coach, you can also contact me via email and or Facebook Messenger to find out more information. Number 10, not in this lifetime. Interesting. And then sage advice. My wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. I'm wondering if not in this lifetime is whatever you're surrendering and moving in a new direction. It feels very much like pushing a pull door kind of energy. So take that how it resonates. All right. Nice, Cancer. Best reading so far. I'm going to shuffle and we'll move on to Leo. At first, I thought she said bro. I'm like, my kid says that to me, which is really weird because I am not a bro. Well, I kind of am. Used to be. That didn't make sense. I had a group of friends. We called them the bros, and I was just one of the bros because they were all guys. Anyways, she didn't say that though. She said, be right back. Oops. Gosh dang it. I wonder why that came up for review. Because maybe they thought you were spamming me, Sean. It was you, Sean. It was your singing comment. Oh, I need a sip of my coffee. Happy Friday, by the way, everybody. Good grief. Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's not 900 degrees out. You guys have good plans for the weekend? I am going hiking tomorrow. It keeps like reporting you, Sean. Oh, that's good. Are you actually going to post something, or are we just going to do another trial? Yeah, Leanne, what are you doing this weekend? Not receiving the package because yours isn't coming till Wednesday the something or other, right? 23rd? I don't know. I don't have it with me. Okay, let's move on to Leo. 3602. Leo, I should have taken a sip beforehand, but I'm doing it now. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. It's good. Anyways, Leo, happy birthday, Leos. I know your season doesn't start until the 23rd, but this is the 20th through to the 26th. So happy birthday. All right. Leo, week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody you're dealing with. Also, I do want to make mention, Leo, we are going to be doing a live on the 12th, good Lord, on the 8th of August, which is Leo season, hence Lionsgate. If you do not watch it live at noon on that Friday, definitely come back. There could be something important for you because it, popped up for me to say. So, what do we got for Leo? Are you ready? Overall energy, Leo, is number 32, door to spirit. Pertaining to number 20, house. So, I don't know why, but I just got the vision that you're going to see a haunted house, or like, I know we have some in our area. I've seen most of them. I want to travel around and check out haunted places. But this is the mind. And so when we're opening the door to spirit, it means that we are unlocking aspects of our internal self in order to receive, if you will. So spirit's always there. Our gifts are always there. It's just whether or not we are using those muscles, like muscle memory kind of energy, and whether or not we can shove our ego aside and actually accept it. Because a lot of times something will happen, like our intuition will tell us something, and then it'll happen. For instance, you get a phone call and you were just thinking about that person. Most people are like, oh, what a coincidence. Yeah, there is no such thing as a coincidence. It was you receiving your intuition and or telepathy. They were thinking of you. You thought of them. They called. Premonitions, things of that nature that we kind of poo-poo away. Like, yeah, no, that's, whatever. What a coincidence, or random, or whatever crap that our ego puts on it to be like, that's not real stuff. So you've opened this door, and I feel like a lot of it is talking about opening different doors to, well, I heard accelerate. So there's some maybe acceleration going on with your spiritual gifts. We have the 9 of Wands. Ooh, for some of you, it is a spiritual awakening. Those are so much fun. It's literally when we go and become aware of the burdens that we've been carrying around for far too long, possibly even past lives, things that have held us back and blocked us. They tend to be experiences that we hold on to and then perpetuate, create more of. But either way, we've got the High Priestess. You were being led and guided. Pisces energy towards what? The Fool. A new beginning. Whatever it is that you've been repeating, you have opened the door to Spirit, and you're going to be clearing this out at some point, I will say, because it isn't normally like, okay, I've opened the door and everything's better today. Hence, in my 13 steps to transformation, it's a process. You learn the tools, and then you just keep, for some people, yes, it can happen overnight. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. But for the majority, when we are attempting to shift or change something, it's kind of like no different than when you're a kid and you learn to brush your teeth. Do you do it every single day from the moment that you learn to do it, or learning to ride a bike? You kind of get on it, you fall off maybe, you wobble, it's things like that. It doesn't take forever necessarily. It's just kind of like we're starting something new. We've got all this old thing that we used to do repetitively. We're shifting to new habits, if you will. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 12, the Templed Path. Not only have you opened the door to Spirit, but you've got your mind towards the Templed Path. Your internal Spirit is guiding you on your path pertaining to distant horizon. So, in the distant horizon is your Templed Path. Whatever you're moving through now is the final closure. Follow your intuitive guide. For some of you, the High Priestess could be some kind of a guru of sorts, somebody who's intuitive, psychic. The High Priestess is somebody who's very spiritual in nature. But inevitably, you're moving towards a new beginning. The Fool, taking a leap of faith, moving in a new direction, in essence, leaving the past in the past, towards your Templed Path. This is no small fry. This is huge. This isn't like, oh, I'm worried about what job I'm going to have tomorrow, or the car I drive. No, this is like, oh, this is big deal, right? Distant horizon. We have the Three of Wands. Currently, I feel like you're waiting for the opportunity to come in. Whatever that is. It's going to be different for everybody. We have number 23, September. So, I would say this week we are opening that door to Spirit. Things are going to start shifting and changing. 9 of Wands, spiritual awakening. That ain't bad, frankly. If we're talking about going through a spiritual awakening or a shift and a change, and we're saying September is the Templed Path, most likely, that's pretty good. Some people, you'd be surprised. Some people, it's not very long at all. Some people, it's years upon years upon years of trying to push on a pull door. You know what I mean? So, plans. Seeing you is a priority for me. I want to make plans with you. Because that card popped out, I will say that it could be an earth sign or a water sign. We have a King of Pentacles, Virgo energy specifically, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have a King of Cups, Pisces energy. That would be the second Pisces energy out. This is the energy of somebody who is highly intuitive, psychic. So possibly earth, water energy. Take it how it resonates. You could be, if you have earth in your sign, that could be, I don't know. We're not clarifying. Something might need to be healed. I'm getting the Band-Aid song. I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me. And by healed, well, I feel like if you're going through a spiritual awakening, that's what you're doing anyway. So, all right, shuffly. And then we'll move on to a Virgo who keeps popping up in readings. That's weird. I mean, I don't know. As long as it's not insanely vulgar, I don't mind letting them come through. I've never had anybody's flag like that. In fact, you'd wish that before I said only subscribers could chat, that they would have gotten flagged, but interesting. I'm your guru. That's funny because I'm a Pisces. It must be me. It's me. And what was the... Oh, I already shuffled. I want to see you or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Maybe you're meant to sign up for something. That 13 weeks to transformation or manifest your miracles. You know what, Vicky? This has got to be a good one because I feel like this is the first time that you've claimed 3 readings in a row. Because I think it's been 3. Like, not readings, but signs. I'll say signs. This is a good one. This is a good week for Vicky. I don't know if they changed it, but like I said, my chat normally shows up, so I didn't do anything different. Oh, maybe it's my connection. I don't know what happened. That's probably what happened. Ooh, did I mess something up when I don't think so. I don't know, because Wednesdays would have been the same because I do them at the same time. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, sip of coffee before I get into the next sign. I don't know if I told anybody. I have an espresso maker. And it was like on my list of the first thing I was going to buy when I quit bartending and started doing this full time. Because I've been doing this for a few years before I was like, no, I'm done with bartending. But it was my gift to myself. And it's not that it was like crazy. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was crazy expensive to some people, but I was a bartender, so I made a lot of money. So it was $800 for this espresso maker. And I think it's more that I rarely buy things for myself. I love to give gifts. Love gifting things for people. But when it comes to like buying my own stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't really need it, whatever. So I swore I was going to. And so every mother trucking day, I have an espresso, which is just, it's like heaven. I just had to share that. It's like heaven. I don't know. I finally did something for myself and I was like, this is the life. Not only that, if you go to an espresso stand out here in Washington, which I didn't do very often, well, that's not true. On and off throughout the years, I would have routines, but it's expensive out here. Like with I shouldn't say expensive because nothing's really technically expensive, but literally it paid for itself within a very short amount of time. So. And it's delicious. It's definitely, there's definitely a difference between brewed coffee and Respresso. Respresso is my favorite. Oh, we're coming up on a full moon. Well, on the 24th, but I lied. Full moon was in Capricorn on the 10th. I don't know, but Lionsgate has a tendency to give some interesting dreams, premonitions. I get a lot of premonitions, but let me read these really quick and then I'll do timestamp. You don't have to keep it spotless. I used to own an espresso stand a long time ago, and I worked espresso for a long time, and it's not that bad. But I'm very particular. The reason I waited is because I wanted a specific one, just because I've done espresso and I knew which one actually was going to be as close to having an industrial like kinds at the stand. Yeah, literally, if you buy one, message me. There's a knack. Just message me, and I can just totally tell you everything. But okay, I'll read chats later in a minute. Virgo. Right? Yes. Virgo. I was going to say overall energy. Virgo, week ahead, 20th through to the 26th. I will also mention to Virgo that Lionsgate is, the portal opens on the 26th through to August 12th, which will go running into towards your sign. Lionsgate is a humongy portal. It is a big deal, seriously. So if you're interested, check out the live on August 8th, Friday, where I go into more detail and do something. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet because, well, Spirit's going to guide me, but it'll be fun. I can guarantee you that it will be fun, but I'm always fun. So, okay. Virgo. You've been popping up in a lot of people's reading. So, if you're dealing with anybody, it would behoove you to go check out their signs. We have number 40, 6th chakra archangel Metatron, pertaining to number 9, change. So this is your third eye. This is going to be like your clarity, your clear sight, and we can say intuition. I feel like that goes with the crown chakra as well. But this is going to be, more than anything, it feels like a knowing that it's time for change or that something is changing. It's funny because we were just talking about having premonitions. So maybe you're having a premonition, something popping through your third eye. It's clarity of thought and just like a knowing, if you will. Visions, things of that nature. That being said, we have the Ace of Wands. Well, there is something coming in. This is a brand new passionate beginning. It's also talking about taking action. It also talks about magic. But that brand new passionate beginning, Aries, Leo, Sag, taking action towards what? The Hierophant. Taurus energy, higher level of commitment. Well, the higher level of commitment can be a lot of things. It can be a relationship. It can be your spiritual, like, I'm committed. I mean, when you talk about the Hierophant, it is spiritual. But not everybody, really tends to go down that path. So it does sometimes talk about a relationship. But more than anything, it feels like it's talking about a higher level of commitment towards yourself, towards your spiritual growth, especially because we're talking about your third eye and change. So something new coming through, something magical. You could be seeing things, knowing when it's time to take action, but definitely committing to a higher spiritual practice with the 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is, it's interesting because I see an eye right there. 7 of Cups is dreams, desires. The thing with the 7 of Cups, though, is it can kind of swing into illusion and delusion. There is a need to focus on one, right? Because normally we're at the 7 of Cups. Oh, I want this. I want that, whatever. But sometimes there's things in there that aren't necessarily what we desire. So we could have jewels and diamonds and wealth, and then, you know, sometimes we put things in there like the snake or whatever in the Rider-Waite tarot. I don't, which I'm looking for, but it's not in here because I'm not clarifying. So the Seven of Cups tells you that you need to make a choice and focus on the one thing. Choice, focus. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have you in your power. Pertaining to, that's number 42, woman holding the coin. Pertaining to number 16, thoughts. So, it feels a little overthinking, over analyzing. This feels like we're bleeding from desire into, I don't know what this, if this is even a word, but I just heard imprognosis. Imprognosis. Forgive me if it's a word and I'm just like, don't know. And forgive me if it's not a word, but figure it out because it has to mean something. I feel like I heard obsessing over something, maybe even somebody. If you look at this, he's thinking of somebody. Oh goodness. We have the Nine of Wands, chironic wounding. The Eight of Swords, self-imposed prison, overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, stress, anxiety. Two of Swords, unwilling and unable to make a choice and a decision. So everything I just said about this Seven of Cups is what you're doing. You're literally taking past experiences and putting them into your desires, maybe without realizing it. So like, oh, I would love to have this new car, but it's too expensive. I can't afford it. It'll never happen. Past experience is telling you, well, I only make this amount of money, this, you know, whatever. Past current experience, right? When we're creating, we would stay stuck if we literally looked at everything around us and was like, well, it doesn't look good. You know, well, it's not going to happen. So it keeps you stuck and trapped. Fear, stress, anxiety, overthinking, like trying to think your way out of this box. Well, there is no thinking your way out of a box. Get out of the box is to stop. This is where the surrender and a move in a new direction comes into play. It's leaving you rendered motionless, stuck, and stagnant. So what you're being called to do is the Four of Swords. Rest, rejuvenation, meditate. Psst, meditate. Really go into your spiritual practice. Seek higher guidance. In meditating, you're going to hopefully release the overthinking and overanalyzing, receive clear visions on how to shift and change and what to shift and change, divine guidance, and be able to take action towards what it is that you desire. Have this new magical opportunity. I will say that we do have the Empress, which is a time of fertility, a time to turn your dreams into reality, especially around Lionsgate. And I will say that this is also rebirth. So you have, okay, number 45 next year looks promising. And gaslight. I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memories. I feel like this is your self-imposed prison. And although if you're watching this, you're like, nope, that's somebody I'm dealing with. Okay. Either way, energetically, you've called that person in. And I feel like this is you gaslighting yourself. The Seven of Cups. Just saying. All right, I'm going to shuffle, read the chat, and we'll move on to Libra. A forecast of likely. Oh, God. No, I said in prognosis. And again, I don't know. Wait. It was, I don't think it was in prognosis. It was in prognosis. I don't know. I feel like it was referring to internal knowing, like how you said the forecast or whatever, prognosis, right? Like an internal in prognosis. Maybe it's N prognosis. I don't know. I'm sure it's not a word. I'm just telling you that that's what I was given. But it makes me feel like it was some internal. Well, I heard thermometer, so I don't know. Whatever. Nacho Libra. For some reason, Napoleon Dynamite just popped into my head. It's Nacho Libra. Dokali. Libra we are at our midway point with Libra. This is for the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. Don't forget about Lionsgate. That opens up, the portal opens up from the 26th to the 12th of August. So get all your energies in order to manifest, be open to receive, all of that great jazz. Expect the unexpected. Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Libra, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Libra. What am I doing? Okay, Libra, overall energy. So here's the dealio, Libra. Number 36, second chakra, Archangel Ariel. She actually came out reversed. And as I picked it up, I said it and wasn't even thinking and put it in the upright. So I'll read it both ways. In the reverse, it is a lack of intimacy and creativity. So you'll just have to take it how it resonates. In the upright, it's intimacy and creativity. It's pertaining to number 17, gift, and number 32, despair. So frankly, I almost feel as though it's both. So bear with me. With it in the reverse, I feel like intimacy and creativity is causing despair, or the lack of, I should say. Feeling very, honestly, I think despair is what's causing you to feel that way. However, in the upright, it feels like we're being given a gift. So regardless of where you're at on this spectrum, I feel like it is going to be in the upright. If it's not already, it's going to be moving that way. I also feel like for a lot of you, this is an energy that was like we were lacking intimacy and creativity. And this week it's coming in. So, Knight of Cups. I just heard dun da 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 dun da da. Isn't that Indiana Jones? Dun da 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 dun da da, and then you just see him swinging on the lasso or whatever. Anyway, Knight of Cups. This is date, flirtation. It sometimes does talk about following your heart, but we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're manifesting this shift and change. You could be following your heart and creating from that space, which is beautiful. We do have the Moon, which Pisces energy talks about a need to follow the intuition, but it's also, well, it's feminine energy. It is, now I'm hearing Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon. I don't know, maybe there's something in that song for you. Anyways, there's a need to make sure that you're pushing through fears, hidden secrets, enemies, fears, all of that stuff. But I feel for most of you, you're manifesting with the power of the moon, the feminine energy. Feminine energy isn't masculine, clearly, because it's feminine. Like, hello, Captain Obvious. Feminine energy, when we manifest from feminine energy, we call things into ourselves. Masculine energy kind of goes out and makes things happen. Feminine, it's like we just sit here in our feminine energy and things come to us. We have the Page of Wands. Passion, drive, desire, and forward momentum. This is interesting because I feel like you are creating with your heart and your drive and your passion. You're pulling something in. And what is the gift? Well, I'm not clarifying and I'm not going any further. So I feel like whatever it is that your heart is desiring, you're creating. Show me. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. So I feel as though the next full moon, which is actually going to be on the 9th of August, so the day after Lionsgate, this feels very much like moon feminine energy. Very interesting. I feel like wherever you're at on this scale right now, it's shifting and changing, and you're calling in a gift. What's the gift? I don't know. Let's get into the underlying and find out if it tells us. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 19, rest and rejuvenation. Nice little vacation. Really sounds good. This is about meditating, receiving intuitive guidance, downloads, tuning in to follow your heart. It's pertaining to number 23, courthouse, making a final decision and judgment. Pertaining, I think, more so to change, to shifting, especially if we've been in despair. We have the Four of Cups, emotionally unsatisfied. And I feel like you're putting an end to that. I feel like, again, lack of intimacy and creativity. This is a you energy. I feel like this created said you energy. It can be anything. It can be, you'd be surprised. Like when we're lacking in finances, it can affect intimacy and creativity. When we're feeling like we don't got no friends, intimacy, creativity. when we need to take a break from work because life has become just routine and mundane, intimacy, creativity, like all of these things weave together. We, gain 20 pounds, intimacy, creativity. It is literally anything that is nicking at you that can shove this into the reverse. I feel like you're flipping the script. You're shifting that. And again, meditation, going within, making a final judgment for change. I'm done with not enjoying these emotional opportunities. I'm going to create something new. And indeed, something new you are creating. The world. Capricorn, Aquarius energy. I heard Aquarius. What's the new full moon coming? Aquarius. Yeah, that's the one. I feel like there's an end to an old cycle and nothing but the best. The Fool. I like it when they're smacked right dab together. Ending an old cycle, beginning a new one. Lessons learned. Time to celebrate. Taking a leap of faith. Moving in a new direction. I'm done creating this old crap. I don't like it anymore. I don't like not feeling intimate and creative. I'm done feeling despaired, whatever. Fool, Aquarius, Aries energy. You are literally creating a new beginning. And honestly, I feel like it's going to transpire around the 9th of August. It starts this week, but it plays out. So, Libra. Interesting. Number 15, January. Something could really take off around January. New year, new you. But number 8, the time is now. And I can't help but notice, but that's an 8, August 8th, 8/8, Lionsgate. Just saying. And then we have frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. That's the despair talking. I feel like we're shifting that. We're getting rid of that. Out with the old. Done with that garbage. All right, I'm going to read the chat and shuffle. I got to scroll it down. I got to scroll down more. Uh-oh. Yes, John, I like that. I need to work and keep Amber happy with gifts. I like that mindset. Or what you could do is learn to manifest and then just manifest on my behalf. It's the greatest gift of all. I believe somebody's saying that. No, that's the greatest love of all. Whatever, I'm changing the words. The greatest gift of all. And I am not even going to attempt to sing Whitney Houston. Just saying. Down bad. Don't like. News cycle. Leanne just totally summed it up for you. Ooh, spirits joining Vicky. Oh, she told you she summed it up too. I'm a little late to the game, guys, and I gotta read this tiny little print. You have to scroll because Leanne talks a lot. Not as much as Sean. Actually, Leanne's normally like quiet as a school mouse. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious today. I dig it. Okay, where are we at? Scorpio. Oh, wait, before I do that, here. Coffee. So good. It's like the sunshine in my cup. I don't know how anybody can ever feel bad when they have espresso in their cup. Did you know not everybody, fucking gnats, not everybody, I know, God's creature, move over there. Not everybody drinks coffee. Like, I meet those people and I, like, bless you. Yeah, I don't think we can be friends, but bless you. Just saying. I was blown away. I'm like, how do you not live off coffee? Like, how is that not a staple in your, like, breathe air, coffee. That's it. That's it. That's life. Anyway. All right, Scorpio. 116. Scorpio. Week ahead. The 20th. The 20th through to the 26th. Scorpio. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Lionsgate opens up. Lionsgate, the biggest portal, happens every year. Amazing things happen when you tune into the energy. Amazing things happen even when you don't. Sometimes you don't even know why. Life-changing occurrences, spiritual awakenings, all sorts of amazing things. If you want more information, you can join me live on the 8th of August, which happens to be Lionsgate. Anyways, portals open from now till the 12th. Not now, the 26th to the 12th, which is just awesome sauce. So, and judging by the cards, you might need to check it out. You might want to check it out. Okay. Wow. That's a long, drawn-out way to say... I'll cut it short, don't worry. Anyways, Scorpio, overall energy, number 21, strategy, pertaining to number 32, despair. Who? Scorpio, are you dealing with a Libra? Just saying, they had despair too. Doesn't mean anything. Anyway, I feel like you're trying to whittle your way out of a situation. More so, if it's a situation, you need to understand it's an energy thing. It's not really what's happening around you. What's happening around you is a reflection of what's happening internally. So strategy is great as long as it doesn't turn into manipulation, which there's kind of a fine line there. Anyway, we have the Tower, Scorpio, Aries energy. Major changes taking place. Unforeseen. Shifts and changes, life-changing. The Two of Pentacles, emotionally and energetically draining. Something could have this is coming up, but there's something that's going to shift and change that's going to cause you to feel overburdened, stressed out, like you've been juggling too much energy, emotion. It does also talk about overwork, feeling like you're overworked, like you're just to the bone, exhausted. We have a Knight of Swords, fastest moving knight in the deck. And I feel like this is an epiphany that seemingly comes out of nowhere. Possibly it could come through with a conversation, somebody saying something and it just like strikes you, right? Normally when I get this song, which I'm getting, so I'll say it because it won't go away. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. Anyway, there could be something in that. But normally that tells me that something's coming out of nowhere. And again, it's life-changing. It makes you feel overburdened, and emotional and energetic. We've got despair. So we're feeling a little down in the dumpies. And there should be some kind of a truth or clarity that comes through, an understanding on some level. And the underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 18, anxiety. Well, no shift, Sherlock, that you are feeling this energy. You're in anxiety, stress, overthinking, overanalyzing, pertaining to number 36, distant horizons. Something that might not have even transpired yet. So here's an example. Future tripping. Like, okay, I need to move in 6 months and I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know how I'm going to afford it. So then I make this huge mountain out of this molehill when I have 6 months. Spirit's never late. I have faith that everything always works out in divine timing for the best and highest good. But the majority don't do that. They do what am I going to do? Everything's horrible. Despair, freaking out, like whatever. You're emotionally and mentally doing too much. Energetically, it's draining. It's exhausting. We have the 4 of Pentacles. You're holding on to some kind of, well, you're stressed out, but you're holding on to some kind of desire, some kind of a wish fulfillment, some kind of 9 of Cups. With the Temperance, Sagittarius, it's coming in divine timing. But divine timing, which most people don't understand, has a lot to do with your energy. So if your energy is a match to what it is that you desire, divine timing comes in pretty quick. However, when you're an energetic match, you're not sitting there freaking out looking for it. Sitting there freaking out and looking for it means you're not an energetic match, and it's going to take forever until you get to that point. We have the Lovers, soulmate connection. So I feel like in divine timing, there is a soulmate coming in for you. Doesn't have to be romance. It definitely can be. Take it how it resonates. This could be somebody who is a high priestess, some kind of a spiritual guru, if you will. It also tells you to follow your intuition. This is Pisces energy. I don't know if I just said that. The Lovers is Gemini. And I'll break this down here in a minute. With this person that's coming in, we have the Death card, Scorpio energy. There's your shift, there's your change, your transmutation towards the Hermit, Virgo energy, spiritual awakening. So, to break it down, you're trying to think your way out of a situation that's energetic. So, it's just a lost cause. It's energetic. So, unless your strategy is to go within, Hermit, and shift your energy, you're barking up the wrong tree. Major life-changing event. It's going to be a little overwhelming, emotionally, energetically draining. Knight of Swords. Truth, clarity. Make sure you don't lash out. This also could be some kind of harsh words being spoken. But I definitely feel like there is some form of truth or understanding or clarity that's going to come with this. Some honesty, possibly. Underlying, we're stressing about the future, something that hasn't happened yet. Maybe you want it to happen now, and you're just freaking out. Stress, anxiety. 4 of Pentacles, you're holding on to that, by the way. While you're holding on to a desire, a wish fulfillment, possibly even a desire for emotional sovereignty. Temperance, divine timing. You have a soulmate coming in that definitely feels like this person could be a spirit guide in the 3D. Like somebody sent to assist and help you to transform and transmute. It's also feeling definitely like you're being called to listen to your intuition. There is a need to go within and figure out your truth, your passion, who you truly are, what you truly are. And that's when things are going to really move mountains for you. Number 29, 12 months from now. Distant horizon, 12 months from now. Okay? It's all right. You're going to be fine. Small favor. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. Is it you that's asking for the favor or somebody you're dealing with? I feel like you probably are. And this person's going to come in for you. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Stay positive. 4 more to go. Sag, Cappy, Aquarius, and Pisces. I'm a tea and coffee girl. I recommend Harney and Sons. I drink their green citrus tea. Oh, it's so good. In fact, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dutch Bros coffee, but I lived in Idaho for a stint many years ago. They now have Dutch Bros here. They used to not have it here. It was in Idaho, though. And they had a green tea that was just, I was addicted to it. It was, I didn't even get coffee from the stand. I got the green tea. So it took me years to track down where they got it from. And then I bought some. And I mean, I have all sorts of teas now, but that's my go-to iced tea is green citrus. It's good. It's good stuff. I gotta scroll. La 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 la. I feel like that means we're getting close to Capricorn, but we're not because we have Sagittarius first. That's Leanne's song. It's always Leanne's song. I don't know why. Leanne, I consider you to be a little blue smurf that lives in the forests. Just saying. Leanne can talk to trees. She doesn't know yet, but she can. Not even kidding. Okay. She is a tree hugging smurf. But it's because I think she's quite magical. She's quite magical. Okay. Sag. Sagittarius, the San Francisco treat. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Sag, the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements. Itchy nose. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or crosswatch. For somebody that you're dealing with, don't forget Lionsgate starts the 26th of this month, moves into the 12th of next month. It is most potent on 8/8, where I will be live at noon for my, what am I doing? Lionsgate special. Ooh, that's a lot. So, yeah. Sag. Sagittarius. Overall energy is number 39, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And it is pertaining to marriage. So, self-expression, speaking your truth in a marriage. Interesting. So, this could go a lot of ways. But normally when we're in the energy of speaking our truth and self-expression pertaining to a relationship, it isn't all roses and clovers. We have the Six of Pentacles. Balance. Yes, it's a 6. But it also talks about windfall. And sometimes it does give the energy of begging or maybe receiving some kind of loan, something to that extent. I feel like there could be begging involved, whether it's yours or somebody else's. We have the Devil card, Capricorn energy, shadow. 2 people that seem to be bound together in darkness. And I say in darkness because shadow energy is going to be, it's ego. It's going to be like codependency, addiction. Maybe you've got the person who is a shopaholic and the other partner is constantly bitching about money. Maybe you've got, the alcoholic and the other partner doesn't want to make waves, so they supply the drinks. There's so many different aspects. Or you both drink together and it's freaking chaos. I mean, it's a lot of things. But this marriage, if this isn't yours, watch your other placements. This is about a marriage. It's about a toxic marriage. It's about shadow. 2 people that came together before they understood who and what they really were. Maybe even before they understood what it is that they truly wanted. And this is an energy of one person, in essence, having control. We have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups talks about heartbreak, sadness, and focusing on that and only that. There's opportunity. There's 2 other cups that haven't spilled out, but this is, the more you focus on what isn't working and the heartbreak, the more you're going to receive that. The Judgment card, Scorpio energy. Somebody's surrendering and moving in a new direction, and I feel like it's literally. I feel like somebody is done. I feel like we're moving in a new direction. With the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. The 9 of Cups actually comes after the 8 of Cups once somebody's emotionally detached. It's also considered a single card, wish fulfillment and emotional sovereignty, meaning that we're done playing this. I'm moving on. Now, thus far, we're talking about energy, possibly physical 3D. It doesn't mean that things can't come back together, so don't get all whiny and cryy. I will say, however, that sometimes when we do this work, we realize that we don't want something or somebody back. Sometimes we do when they grow with us. I'm just giving you what I'm getting. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 2, journey, pertaining to number 1, main male. You could be the main male and or it's somebody you're dealing with, but either way, the journey is pertaining to this person. This person who is taking this journey, for some of you, if it's somebody else you're dealing with, it could be that they were the catalyst to your journey. This isn't any ordinary journey. This isn't any new Fool card, new beginning, new cycle. This is pertaining to the Hermit, and it's your underlying energy, which means somebody is literally hitting a rock bottom and going within. Rock bottoms are different for everybody. You can have a rock bottom that isn't as bad as a different emotional rock bottom could be different than a financial rock bottom. Friendship rock bottom, where you find yourself with no friends, can be different than a family rock bottom when your whole family decides to disown. Like, there's levels, right? Different strokes, different folks. The Hermit tells me that you're going to go within. And figure out what you're truly passionate about, what you have faith in the future, what you want your future to be, and who you truly are spiritually. Really getting to know yourself. This is like the first step for anybody. A lot of times we, are programmed through life, which no fault to anybody else, but because they were programmed too. And we get married, and sometimes we have kids, sometimes we don't even get married. And we're doing it because that's just what people do. White picket fence, girls dream about their marriage, boys probably don't. But the point is, it's kind of programmed into our society, into every society, although, different countries have a little bit different things that go on. But most people do it because it's just what you do. And maybe you think you've fallen in love. When you actually figure out who you truly are, figure out what unconditional love truly is, it changes everything. And a lot of times, if we've already taken this road once, twice, maybe more than that, and this happens after the fact, it ends in divorce. It ends in separation. And there's no shade in that. You did it before you understood. You did it because it was programmed in you to do it. So that was just for, I don't know, somebody to hear this. Number 46, by the end of the day. Whoa! Something's shifting and changing by the end of the day. Goodbye. The moment has come to part ways. Our paths are diverging, and it's time to let go. Which is good. Because with every door that closes, a new one opens. All right, I'm going to shuffle, and we'll move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, that was an in-depth, deep Saggy, wasn't it? It's so funny. If I came across somebody hugging a tree, I would energetically decide if they were a creep or not. But most likely, I would come and join them and hug the tree too. Or at least put hands on it. You don't have to hug it. You can just put hands on it. And if it makes you feel any better, lean up against it. Just touching, right? Even if you're barefoot and you just slightly put your foot on it. Right, Leanne? Did that resonate for you? Hello, Reaction King. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of your support, all of my group members, all of my amazing clients, the ones that have done the 13 steps, the gratitude group, the ones that haven't committed to any of those and just do the a la carte, I guess is what you would call it. I appreciate you all. You guys are freaking amazing. You allow me to do what it is that I truly love to do. You'll take 13,000 steps for me. I appreciate that. I'm sure your body appreciates it too. You are committed. But you shouldn't be committed. You're a joiner. You're an experiencer. You like experiences. Lots of them. Thank you, Leanne. All right. One sip. One sip, and then we'll get into Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn. Week ahead, 20th through to the 26th. Lionsgate begins on the 26th. Whoa. That is a portal, if you were unaware. It is very powerful. My life is always, I look forward to Lionsgate, seriously. That being said, it goes from the 26th to the 12th. Mainly, the most potent day is the 8th, hence 8/8 Lionsgate. I will be going live on that day, as it is a Friday, and I'll be discussing Lionsgate and doing some fun stuff. So join me if you feel the need, or watch it after the fact. That being said, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Okay. Leanne, put earplugs in. I'm just kidding. Kind of, not really. Okay, overall energy. Number 8, indecision. Pertaining to number 23, courthouse. So the courthouse can be a lot of things. Mainly it's judgment. So you're undecided. You can't make a decision. But for some of you, it's going to depend. It could be an actual court hearing, something pertaining to court or governmental things like, should I get married? Should I get a divorce? Should I move out of country? Whatever is governmental, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's literally, you need to make a freaking decision, a final judgment, unwavering, judgment call, done. I'm not going backwards. Ready or not, here it comes. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know who sings this song. I'm gonna find you and make you something. Ready or not, here I come. Is it a part-time lover? I don't know. Anyways, for some of you that resonates when I say part-time lover. I have no idea. The Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy, which talks about something that isn't built on a steady foundation, crumbling down, life-changing. It's a big deal. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So the Page of Swords in the reverse tells me that there might not be any communication. This feels very much like there's a lack of clarity and communication, understanding pertaining to a soulmate connection, the Lovers. Did I say buckle in your seatbelt? Buckle in your seatbelt. Anyway, underlying energy which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Attachment, number 5. Pertaining to number 7, message. So, there is some kind of an attachment to a message. Well, you're not receiving any communication or clarity, so are we attached to the fact that we're not getting a message or the last message received? Or is it an intuitive message? Because we have the High Priestess, Pisces energy specifically, actually only Pisces energy, but this could be one of two things. Intuition, an intuitive message you're attached to, and or this is some kind of a guru coming through and giving you some kind of a psychic message, something to that extent. We have the 8 of Wands. This is interesting because the 8 of Wands this feels like an energetic message that you're receiving. Kind of like, because I just felt it. When you, how do I give a good example? When I can only give you an example that comes to me and that I've actually had. So Have you ever been kind of like bebopping along your day and then you just get this hit, this knowing that's like kind of off-putting, like it comes out of nowhere. And it's just kind of like this gut feeling, they say, but it you feel it almost in your chest, where it's like mine normally come with a vision. Not everybody's does, but it's just this knowing, this kind of like knowing. Let me give a better example. I'm just going to give you an actual example. So I was working one day, and I have a million examples of this, but I'm highly intuitive and whatever. Working one day and was waiting on somebody to meet me after work or at some point. And I just all of a sudden got this vision that the person was with somebody else. And that, there was not going to be any communication. And sure as shift, that's exactly what happened. As far as whether they were with somebody or not, I don't know. But I never got any communication for 3 days. And so it's kind of like that intuitive message. Now, my question is, are you attached to a belief? Okay. Whatever you're attached to, I feel like is the previous message, the last communication, or the message somebody was trying to deliver, like, oh yeah, no, we're totally cool. But intuitively, like a ton of bricks, you're getting something else. And we have the Seven of Wands, which tells me that the Seven of Wands is kind of like defensive energy. Like I don't want to feel this or hear this or believe this kind of energy. Does that make sense? For some of you, it's reversed, where you're the one that is giving off some vibey energy and the other person is kind of rejecting it. I definitely feel like there's rejection here. And I feel like it's more, no, this is too much. I don't want this. But I feel like it's an energy, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I feel like this is happening beneath the scenes, literally, energetically. So kind of like, okay, here's another example. You want somebody to call you and they're not calling you. And energetically, you're like, why aren't they calling? Like, what's going on? Like, who are they talking to? Like, are they... And your mind, then you get up in your head and it's like you start tripping out. When energetically, they're literally like, whether it's I'm not interested or your energy is too much or whatever it is, to just accept it for what it is. Like, it's silence. If they reach out, great. If they don't, my life's not going to end. Would most likely have them actually reach out, because when we energetically detach is when people come. But I feel like there's a lack of communication and a connection, a soulmate connection. I feel like more than anything, it's something for you to look at within yourself energetically. There's indecision taking place, which is possibly what is preventing this. I feel like you need to take a leap of faith in one way or the other. Either I'm all in or I'm done. Frankly, the I'm done feels better, but take it how it resonates. So, and this could be anything. It could be a job. It could be, yes, we have a soulmate, but this isn't love necessarily. It totally can be, but a soulmate connection could be that this person that you wanted to hire you is meant to come into your life. That's a soulmate, life changing. Something shifts and changes. Even if you don't get the job, it could have been this rejection from this person that shifted your trajectory in life. Like they were meant to come in to deliver this blow, if you would, like whatever. We have a lot of cards here. So this could be somebody that you've dealt with a lot, or take note of these months or these messages. and see if there's something that pops up from that time frame that maybe there was this message or intuition or whatever. March 17. May 19 is the card number. Number 34, you have the power to create the timing by taking action. Being an indecision keeps you stuck and stagnant. Number 43, next couple of months. And number 60, it's in the past. And then we have laughter. I'll be a shining light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. I feel like that's Vicky. Vicky is laughter. If you're not on live, then you don't know what I'm talking about. So it's somebody that's going to bring joy into your life. And maybe you need to just start laughing and get out of the seriousness because life's too serious. Uh-oh, there's one that popped out. Meddler. I may step in and try to influence or control your life. I'm certain I know best. Secret. There's something I'm holding back. Okay. I'm going to shuffle and move on to Aquarius. How long has it been since they haven't paid you? No, it meant you're bringing laughter to the chat. Maybe it's not your reading, Leanne. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But again, take note of the months and just know if something... They haven't paid you since May? Maybe that's what it's pertaining to. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I mean, it would depend on the situation. What you would do is call, I believe, the Better Business Bureau and let them know that you haven't been paid. I think it's the BBB. Or... I don't know. There's something, and it might just be different in your state, that somebody that you contact for that. I don't know that you necessarily have to sue them. That would be small claims, and then I think you have to pay fines or something. But yeah, it is illegal. But I think that you can get them, because by law, at least in Washington, they have 15 days from the date that you quit. If you're still working there, then why are you still working there if they haven't paid you? There's a 15-day rule on something. Like, you'd have to look it up. But yeah, they should be paying you. However, I will say energetically, I'll give you a gift. I'll give you, when we're done here, I'll give you a gift. I'll message you when we're done here. It's not for everybody. It's only for my moderator. Okay. Wait, no, not okay. God, we're only on Aquarius. All right, let's jump into it. Aquarius. Aquarius. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar it's tomorrow. Okay, Aquarius. Don't forget about Lionsgate on 8/8. The energy starts on the 26th of July and heads into the 12th of August. But Lionsgate is the main portal. The big energy is around 8/8. I will be live on that day at noon, so set your reminder. Just so you know, I do give my feeling on the card, along with any channel messages that come my way, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you're dealing with. Okay, you ready? Ooh. We have the World, the ending of a cycle. Now, it's pertaining to number 18, child, and number 33, concern. So whatever this ending cycle is for you, Aquarius, there could be some concern pertaining to your child. Could be inner child concern. But the ending of a cycle means that something has come to an end. Pertaining to the Two of Cups, which would be a relationship. And so possibly because of the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups is many things. It's time for celebration. Could be addiction. Somebody like getting a little boozy. Could also be a third party. So ending of a cycle. There's concern about the ending of this cycle, possibly pertaining to a child or your inner child. Like, what am I going to do? Inner child wounds coming out, maybe of abandonment. Ending of a relationship is what it feels like to me. Three of Cups, again, addictive behaviors, somebody who parties too much, third party situations. With the Judgment card, you have hit it. You're done. Surrender, move in a new direction. This person might try to come back around. We're not clarifying, so just so you're aware, Judgment does sometimes say somebody comes back. They come back. Scorpio energy on that. Underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. Number 6, contract. Well, contract is number 30, coming to an end. Adjudication, final judgment. I feel like we are ending this contract. Okay, Four of Pentacles. So I honestly feel like Aquarius, regardless of what it is that you're dealing with, you're holding on to the star. Faith in the future. That's you. You're holding strong in your energy. It's wish fulfillment. It's also an energy of having faith and moving towards your North Star, your destined path. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, good on you. Because not only the Nine of Pentacles is reaping the rewards of the fruits of your labor. So whatever it is that you're going through, with hopefully being as spiritually balanced, meaning that wanting what's best for all involved as opposed to me, or out of balance, like, no, they get everything, or they, I was the bad one. But literally just being in spiritual integrity, wanting what's best for everybody involved. You're going to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. Could even be financially. There is a judgment, a final judgment taking place. And honestly, I feel like with the Three of Wands, it's almost like it's something you've been waiting for. An opportunity will be coming in for you. So I feel like that was pretty cut and dry. Number 59, there is no more time. You might have been holding on or holding off on making this judgment for a long time, but the time is ready. It's now. Could even be in September. Past. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. I feel like this is twofold. For some of you, I feel like you're not over what happened, but I feel like this person, I feel like they might try to come back. Reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. I feel like this is somebody that is going to come back. Like, even if you're going through this right now, give it 3 months. They'll try to come back. 6 months, they'll try to come back. I feel very strongly that this is a situation where somebody's going to try to return. Regret is what I keep hearing. Regret. So, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Cut and dry, to the point. Moving on. Let me read the chat. I would stick with that good feeling. But I'm still going to message you something. Thank you guys for hitting the like button, for hanging out with me on your Friday, especially if you're at work right now. Just tell the boss to join. They might learn something. You never know. I'm so excited for Lionsgate. Amazing things happen. Like, I just can't promote it enough. And it's, like, it's free. Like, all you got to do is align some energy. Which, join the live, and we will be here with good vibe and energy. If you can. If not, take the day off. Like, do what you got to do, right? Or watch it after the fact. You get benefit even if you're watching it when you're not here during the live. So, that sounds like a they problem. Doesn't it, Sean? Sounds like a they problem? Sean. Oh, Sean. Don't convert back to the old ways. Remember, your balance is more important than theirs. You don't have to worry about their balance. Don't overgive. That being said, let's move into Pisces. Alrighty. Pisces. Pisces, this is for the week ahead, the 20th through to the 26th. Don't forget about Lionsgate on 8/8. The magical portal happens every year. I will say that the portal opens on the 26th and moves into the 12th. However, it is most potent on the 8th of August. So tune in that energy. Also, I will have a live going on that day. So if you feel so compelled to, if it behooves you, join the live. That being said, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay, well, Pisces. Overall energy is number 39, 5th chakra archangel Gabriel. And it is pertaining to number 3, marriage, speaking your truth. Interesting self-expression, speaking your truth pertaining to marriage. Now, I find this interesting, and I find it interesting because speaking your truth pertaining to marriage, and I mean, it's going to depend on the cards that are following, but I will say that for some of you, this is pertaining to your ideals of marriage, possibly pertaining to the person that you're married to. If you're not married, again, it could be the ideals. What is it you're desiring, whether you want to marry or not marry, what you consider a marriage to be, blah, blah, blah. For some of you, this could even be just a long-term situation. Marriage is different for different people. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Well, that's you showing up in your mother trucking power. Highly intuitive, psychic, High Priestess energy. That is Pisces. And then we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Higher level of commitment. Here's the deal. There are two very powerful couples that I consider in tarot. The earthbound powerful couple is the Emperor and the Empress. Very powerful together. The spiritual powerful couple, the ultimate powerful couple, because it goes above the 3D, is the is the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So I don't know if you have met your Hierophant, if this is talking about a power couple. But I will say that that's what it feels like. And this is deep and this is strong. The Hierophant, higher level of commitment, also talks about you having a higher level of commitment towards your spiritual self, which clearly, if you're in this energy, if this is you, own it. For some of you who aren't in that energy necessarily, it could be that you are seeking out higher guidance and or following your intuition pertaining to this higher level of commitment. Because why? We have the Devil. Well, I heard bound together in dark and light, which I find interesting because the Devil, shadow energy, they're bound. I think this is safe to show because it doesn't actually, you can see devil energy, and then they're bound. They're chained by shadow. I'm getting really weird energy moving up my arms, and I also am getting a lot of information. So this might start spewing in many different directions, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Bound in shadow and light, I feel means that if you're of the light, you are going to get reflected back to you light. If you're in your shadow, you're going to be reflected back your shadow. Like this person is bound to you. I heard earthbound. This feels very peculiar. And I feel more than speaking your truth. Oh my God. I'm getting like tingling underneath my tongue because I heard speaking in tongue. This is bizarre. I feel like this is not going to be for everybody. There could be a message here for somebody, but let me get all this crap out and then we'll bring it back down. This is something very, I heard magical and then I heard witchy. So for some of you, this is something that I don't know if you were meant to work through with the other person. Like this feels a strong bond pull, loud truck outside, very magnetic, like almost addiction to one another. Okay, now let's bring it back. I definitely feel like With the speaking your truth pertaining to this marriage, it's talking about having a higher level of commitment, following the intuition, pertaining to this higher level of commitment, and some kind of shadow behavior. I wish maybe we had some more clarifying cards for you, but it feels more so like maybe you're calling out some behaviors. Do know that what you're seeing reflected in another is that it's a reflection of your internal energy, underlying energy, which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have a cornucopia. Wow. This feels looking good, feeling good, smelling good. This feels like having it all. Pertaining to number 11, sudden wealth. It's interesting that we're speaking our truth pertaining to this marriage. And in our underlying energy, we're feeling off the chains and sudden wealth. Like feeling like we got it all. Appreciation, gratitude kind of energy. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Sometimes considered the single card, but this is enjoying the fruits of your labor. Windfalls of sorts. Being able to actually enjoy the energy and effort that you put into something. With the 10 of Swords, I feel like you're closing out an old way of thinking, believing, speaking. I feel like there could be I don't feel the devil is negative. Which is interesting. Either way, 10 of Swords. Something has shifted within you internally where an old block has been removed. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Balance, windfall. The Ace of Swords. Truth, clarity. Brand new way of thinking and believing. After the 10 comes the Ace. Ace of Wands. Brand new passionate beginning. Forward momentum. Magic. Ace of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Ace of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Star. Wish fulfillment. Also your North Node and faith in your future. Aquarius energy. Knight of Pentacles. You could actually be dealing with an earth sign. Specifically Taurus. But Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Slowest moving knight in the deck, but it's slow and steady. It feels like something that's binding you. Very powerful. Addictive almost. Like I can't quit you kind of energy. It's interesting. Like I feel like you're meant to... It almost feels like you're committed to move through whatever this is. To see it from a higher light. To be committed. Like, you have no idea how bad I want to pull more cards on that, but I'm not going to. So, this feels very much like your intuition, your higher power, if you're not already in the High Priestess energy, is calling you to, I wish there was a card after this, but move through this. I don't see any endings. I see higher level of commitment pertaining to the devil energy, which could be working through it. Could be that this person sat in their devil energy, but again, in essence, is an energetic reflection. And with the underlying energy being effing amazing, I would say that whatever it is, you're on your right path. So whatever truth you're speaking and or your self-expression, I mean, it doesn't feel bad. Frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. That could be the person that you're dealing with, because from your energy, it feels like it's pretty freaking amazing. That could be the devil energy. maybe you're being called to rise above it. Maybe you are rising above it. You're speaking your truth, or knowing your truth doesn't necessarily mean you have to speak it to the person. You could. But it could be that you're just embodying your truth, that no, I'm spirit having a human experience and I'm committed, and I will overcome, which in your underlying energy, you're overcoming and then some. Number 39, it's in the future. So something is taking place in the future, and then we have September. So, okay, that is what that is all about. Holy crap, my third eye just kicked in. Wow, synced up totally. How you will understand, Amber. I never said the devil was negative. It is your shadow. Normally it's perceived as negative because it can be addiction, codependency. What I was saying is that I didn't feel it was negative in that context, as in I didn't feel like it was necessarily affecting Pisces, if that makes sense. And I wouldn't consider it negative anyway. We all have shadow. It's just that sometimes it's ick and it needs to be moved through. Let go. Peeled away. Peeled away. Given less control. Oh. All right. What time is it? I'm just going to do a little bit of an FYI for those who forgot, or maybe I didn't mention it, but on August 8th is Lionsgate. Lionsgate is a major portal, spiritual amazingness, you name it. One never knows what's going to transpire. Spiritual awakenings, major life shifts and changes. That being said, it is something that happens every single year. One of my most favorite events of the year because it is profound. Something amazing always happens in my life. I will be doing a live on that day. It is a Friday. It will be at 12 noon. It will be revolving mostly around Lionsgate and things of that nature. I will probably pull a card for each sign, but it's going to be like a spirit message, something to that extent. It's not going to be a full reading like I normally do. So if you are interested, set a reminder, whatever, hit the notification bell so you will be reminded. Take the day off work. Who knows? I'm not like, don't do that really. Like if you feel like you want to, go ahead. But, also I will say, if you are interested in the 13 steps to transformation or manifest your miracles, you can contact me via email and or Facebook Messenger. Information is in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, same info in the description box. And just so you are aware, these are now available. That was loud. Tree of Life journal, 200 pages. It's a soft leather, which it's like super nice. The only thing that stinks is like, because it's soft leather, it kind of gets indented with the string, but it's literally just, I don't know. If you do the 13 steps to transformation and or manifest your miracles, this is perfect because writing is needed. It's required. But also, just as a dream journal, a meditation journal, a whatever journal, sage, so that, well, I don't have a lighter. I don't know where I put it. Whatever. So to smudge, you've got sage. Normally I smudge my room. I use Florida water. That's what I was going to show you, my Florida water, to clear out energies, especially when I'm doing tarot. Palo Santo wood, same thing. You light it, blow it out, let the smoke waft around. So Then we have our cellulite. I want to say cellulite for some reason, but that is not it. It's a wand. It is beautiful energy, very powerful. Apparently my sister just shared a reel and my sound is not off. No big deal. Anyways, if you're interested, and then I'm not going to show you what this one says because they're all different and I kind of pick each person's, but there's a little message that gets sent with it. So if you're interested, you can email me. That's $40. That includes shipping and tax and blah, 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 blah. And then I ship it for you from myself. And then I put my good juju on there along with Florida water, which I'm going to grab right now so you can see what it is. I guess I could have pulled my chair out. Okay. Florida water. I love the smell of it. I use the Murray and Landman Florida water. It is like, it doesn't come in this. I actually put mine in a spray bottle because it just makes it easier, but I can spray cards. I can, I don't normally spray my cards, but unless it's from a distance, but I can spray down my area. It is along the lines of, your sage and your Palo Santo and your crystals. I can also clear my crystals by spraying them and then setting them out to get the full moon energy or, whatever, to charge them by the moon, which you should charge them too. And if you're interested in any of that stuff, Google it. I mean, if you want to know how to do it, or you can message me directly via Facebook Messenger if you are curious. And I will let you know what I do anyway. Everybody's different. So Florida water is kind of like a clearing as well. It just brings the energy, clears the energy, opens up spiritual channels, just like different types of resins and essential oils, which I have all of the above. Maybe one day I'll like tour you around my area with all of my oils and candles and everything that just, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Nat, go back to nature that way. So, was there anything else? I don't know. Swamp water is witchy water. I didn't make my own. I had bought it and I just put it in my spray bottle. So it doesn't actually come in this bottle. It comes, I thought I had another one, but I guess, I don't know what happened to it. Like I don't go through it that much. Maybe I do. I bought them years ago. No, I just taped it onto my little spray bottle so that I remembered what was in it just in case, because I have random spray bottles with like, bleach or whatever, vinegar. I use vinegar a lot. So, I like the smell of it personally, but it's kind of like, some people like it, some people don't. Ooh, Minnesota honey. I like honey. Goes good in tea. Oh my God, Sean. Yes, now I get it. I just read Sean's. Now I understand why she said swamp water is witchy water. Ooh, whipped honey iced coffee. That sounds good. Why was that not considered vegan? How is honey not vegan? Because slave labor, the bees. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not funny. It was though. Like if you think about it, it was funny. Okay. this is interesting. It's an interesting topic about vegan, and to each their own. I don't care like what people so choose to do. I'm not like, yes, you must eat meat or no. But if you really truly think about everything on this planet, it is all alive. It's all energy, and energy is part of us. It's all a reflection or a part of us. And again, I'm not saying, you should, you shouldn't, who cares? But plants are alive. They have cells, they breathe, they have memory. Plants are alive. And so I've thought about that before too. I've thought about, I don't want to, like, how horrifying. Like, because I couldn't go kill, unless I was, out in the wilderness starving and needed to eat, then of course I would kill my own. I'd probably do fish because Bambi would just break my heart. Or a bear. Like, you're going down, mother trucker. But I've thought about it. Like, I would not, I would not want to kill my cow or my piggy or my chickies, like all of it. And the thought of eating, baby chicks' eggs is, whatever. But I love my plants. I love my plants. And I consider them to be alive, very much so. They move to music. They respond to, I don't know if you've ever heard of the scientific thing where one plant was yelled at and called names and was, whatever, and the other plant was given love and whatever. One died and one flourished. No different than a human being, if you will. Oops. And so for me, it was kind of like, well, if I'm going to go to that extreme, and I consider my plants to be my little babies, because I love plants. I love, maybe I'm the original tree hugger. But then I couldn't eat plants. And then what do I eat? Rocks? Because technically, rocks are energy too. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Who's laughing? Are you laughing at me? Wait, I haven't read anything. Have you ever had bear, Sean? Yes, Leanne, they do. And in fact, I don't even think it takes that long. I think a fly dies and it pops up as two flies, like within minutes. Just saying. Wait, what? What? Yes, bear's good. I like bear. Bear jerky. Bear beef jerky. It's good. Or pepperoni sticks. It's all a movie, you guys. It's all a movie. We're living in, like, think the Truman Show. Oh my gosh. I could go down what people would consider my conspiracy theory, but we won't, because that's not what this is all about. However, I will say that if you really truly believe in, like, the law of attraction and energy and things like that, you would totally understand that this is in essence like the Matrix or a simulation, and that it's movie, that we are actors, actresses in our own movie, that we direct it, and that we play the main character normally. And yeah, like, that's pretty much what this is all about. Oh, I must have missed that. Would I rather be stuck with a man or a bear? Well, that depends. If I am going to get out soon, I guess the man is okay. But if I'm stuck there for a while, I'd rather be stuck with the bear so I could kill it and eat it and survive. I don't know. Did I answer the question? Yeah, but some people are so mean to humans. Like, think about some situations with humans, children, adults who, stay in situations that are replaying traumas. I mean, if you think about it, and then think about some people, like, okay, I think about plants. If you came back as a plant and I was the one that was taking care of you, you would be a little thirsty come Sunday. But inevitably, I would be like, here you go. Here's some love. And then when the cats tried to chew on you, I'd be like, don't touch my plant. It's alive. It's a baby. Leave it alone. So, you come back as a dog. I don't not like dogs, but I would rather have a cat because they're self-contained, like, cough up a fur ball, lick their own fur, take a walk. Like, they don't really need much. But there are plenty of people who are loving to animals. So what room would I put you in as a plant? Well, for you, Sean, probably the closet. Get you in touch with your dark shadow side. Wait, I missed something. I'm just watching. The silence. It stinks. I guess I'll make sure I have it up next time. Normally it's already up, so I don't know what I did. My chat in the big spot. Anyways. All right, you guys. I guess we're going to call it a day. I will see you. Oh, Nat. I will see you next Wednesday, unless I see you before then, or, readings or coaching or whatever. And yeah, I appreciate you all. You guys are freaking amazing. Great day. Have an amazing weekend. Get excited about Lionsgate. Get excited. So next Friday, right, is when it officially opens up. I feel like depending on your energy, you're going to feel it more. Goodness. It's on me. It's a gnat. I don't know why it's bothering me. Oh, because I sprayed the Florida water. Duh. Anyway, like on me, I sprayed it all over. Jesus. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I'm getting attacked by a fucking gnat right now. Excuse my language. So I'll see you next Friday. For sure. Wednesday first and then Friday. But yeah, I just guess I better go because the gnat's bothering me. I gotta go shut it in its room, put it in timeout. Get it? Anyway, I will see you guys soon. Have an amazing weekend. Sending you all love. I appreciate you all. Okay.